Okay, it's time to learn from one of my dearest friends in the business. Met him 8 years ago. Do you think it's been 8 years ago today? 8 years ago. Saw him and his wife at the launch of a company. And Holly and I said, those two can become our buddies. They're good people. And we've now traveled the world with them. We've been everywhere you can imagine. And he is a perfect leader. But probably the thing that's really great about Greg is he dissects things like an engineer, turns it over to his wife, and presents it like a rock star. These two are a dynamic couple. So guys, welcome to the stage, 6-star Greg Ferraro!
We could be friends with those guys. Okay, let's give it back to Ollie Corbin. Great. What I want to do before I get into this is just share a little bit of our story. As you heard earlier, 33 years ago today, or if you could stand up again, this beautiful lady said, I do to me. And then it was about a week later. Now, understand, she was 19 and I was 21. We were in college. She was an interpreter for the deaf. I was going to school to be an engineer. We were broke, barely paying our bills. And she had a friend of hers that called her up and asked her to take a look at network marketing. And I'm like, no way in heck am I going to do that. I don't want to do that. It's day and night. But she told her friend, by the way, one of our brokest friends, not that any of our friends are doing well, but she was one of our brokest friends. And I'm like, what are we going to learn from this deal? But I got to tell you, when we went to this presentation, I saw something that caught my attention. It was like franchising at the purest level, and I saw leverage. And I saw possibilities. And Lori and I saw hope to get out of the situation that we were in. So fast forward, for those first few years, we struggled. We didn't have any mentorship. Obviously, the gal that shared with us, she didn't know what she was doing. She quit. We didn't have any mentorship. But a few years later, because we were too stubborn to quit, we finally got some good mentorship that showed us how to build this business. And one of the things that I want you to remember is treat this business as a multi-million-dollar business. Okay? Treat it with a serious, treat it as a high priority. And then what you got to do is you got to go out and create success. Because success loves speed. And people love to see people having success. So what I want to get into is how to win with this compound. I'm going to keep it very basic, very simple, very duplicatable, because it is. And how you do this is you got to go out and create a success story. You got to have a system in place that is a success system that you follow success standards. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's go ahead and hit the first slide. When you come into business, here's the thing. You're going to get started at whatever works best for you. There's multiple packages out there. I personally love the premium pack for a number of reasons, because it gives you multiple of the products. You get to try all the products. The one that's not in there is the Kinetic. But it gives you all the products out there to get started. Next, you want to get that Smart Ship. We keep hearing about Smart Ship. This gets you qualified right away. Okay, so these are success standards. Make sure you get the appropriate pack. I recommend at least the premium pack, because it also maximizes the potential of the bonuses that are out there. Daniel's got a great promotion out here, the Core 3 bonus. How many people think if he's going to give money away, we should earn it? Why not? Okay, so we want to go out and create a success story right away, because here's the thing, guys. When you first get started, has anybody been like myself and Lori where we thought, can we do this? I mean, we see other people doing it, but can we actually get this done? Can we have success? When you go out and have success and you get a paycheck, suddenly your confidence goes up. Suddenly your excitement goes up. And suddenly you realize, I can do this. And your energy gets to the point to where people can't stop you. So you just got to believe that you can do this. And you've heard so many stories today from people that have told you about this company, about the system. Just take it on faith and go do the work. Okay, so when you come into the business, like I said, follow the success system, get the appropriate pack, set up your Smart Ship, and then we're going to go out and share it with at least 3 people as fast as we can to get them into business. Okay? Do we quit at 3? No. But we want to do that because there's, again, a core 3 bonus out there that we can take advantage of. Why not make that money? Create that success story. Now, how do we do this? How do we share this business with people right away? I mean, you heard Corbin talk about building your backyard. Okay, that's going to be the quickest way. I mean, yes, you can reach out to people across the country through Zoom and what, but don't we all know people right in our backyard that could enjoy some better health, that would enjoy making some extra money? Don't we all know people that complain all the time? I mean, some of my friends were complaining all the time that they weren't making enough money. And when I saw this, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have something for them. Now we have an answer. So we go out, and what I would recommend is get with them face to face. Invite some people over to your home right away and share it with them, this business. We go out and share this with about 10 people. You're going to find 3 people that want to join you in business. And if you don't, guess what? Go do it again. And if that doesn't happen, then go do it again. If you just follow the system, it'll work for you. And your goal is to help get those first 3 people in the system as quick as possible. So I want to show you what happens here. You come in, you get at least a premium pack, you set up the smart ship. Is that duplicatable? Can we teach other people to do that? They're gonna use the product, they're gonna share the product, and then we go out and share with the first person. Now, we're gonna put that first person on the left side, or your shared leg side, and then we're gonna put the second one on the other side, and we'll put the third on the other side. Now, why do I suggest this? First off, it's a 1/3, 2/3 binary. Okay, so it structures things right. Plus, it puts you in position to capitalize on the promotion that's out there, and it's gonna put a paycheck in your hands fast. Anybody like making money?
Yes.
Now, I remember when Lori and I first got started, we went out and talked to a lot of people. We made a $6 check, and we were jacked. $6. This thing works. Our next month, we made $11. The next month, we made like $18. I'm like, okay, this thing's working. Now, look what happens here. If you go out and share it with 3 people, and they come in with that premium pack, the premium pack is $700. Okay? It gives you a bunch of product. How would you like to earn that money back?
Yeah.
Anybody? Yeah. Okay, that would be success. So we come in, we set up the premium pack, we set up your smart ship, we go out and teach 3 people to do what we just did. They come in with the premium pack, set up their smart ship. Look what happens. You've got 350 volume with the premium pack times 2, that's 700 volume on one side, 350 on the other. Every time we have 600 in volume on one side and 300 on the other, we have what's called a cycle. That's a team commission. Starts out at $35. Okay? When that happens, you're going to get a team commission cycle, $35, but look, you get the PIB with that premium pack. Now, obviously, if they come with a bigger pack, there's going to be a bigger PIB, but I'm just going to use this as the example. $125 PIB with the premium pack, you've done that 3 times, plus you just hit the core 3 promo because you just went out and found 3 people and they created that volume. By the way, 350 plus 350 plus 350 equals what? 1,050, which is exactly what you need to hit the core 3 promotion, right? That's another reason why I recommend that. So, I always like to tell people how to maximize income, and if Daniel wants to put it out there and pay us, let's maximize it. I mean, we want to get paid, right? So, in doing so, add that up. What's 35 plus 125, 125, 125, and 100? What's that add up to? $510. Is that better than $6?
Yeah.
$510. I'm like, this is crazy. We went out, and what have we done? We've shared with 3 people how to use some great products. And we just made $510. Is that a success story?
Yes.
I'm telling you, that success story will drive your business. Once Lori and I figured out how to create a success story, people started wanting to know, how do I do what you did? How do I go out and do that? How do I make $510? How do I make that happen? So what we do now is we're going to take those 3 people, and by the way, I just want to keep it real simple. Can we all see how to do this?
Yes.
Get an appropriate package, set up your smart ship, teach 3 people to go do what you just did. Okay, let's hit the next slide. If we go help that first person do what you did, how much do they earn? $510. If you made $510, they make $510, right? If you help the second person do that, how much do they earn? Another $510. The third person, $510. Now, if you do that, you're going to create more volume. There's going to be 2,100 points on one side, 1,050 on the other. That's enough volume to create 3 more cycles. right? 3 times 35 is $105 in cycles. Plus, by helping those 3 people do what you just did, you're going to hit that 4-3 builder bonus, which is $300. So that's a total of $405 on top of the $510 that you've already earned. How much have you just made by helping get 3 people to get their 3? You guys read that? $915? $915 by helping 3 people go out and do what you did by getting 3 people. And by the way, they each made $510. Are they excited? Are they confident? Are they going to go out and share with more people? Okay, so this is the key, guys, is you want to go out and create success. Success loves speed. And if you keep it that simple, we just keep doing that. Can we go out and use some great products? Can we go out and share that with some people? Do we all know people that would love to make some side income? And we go out and do that. We create a story. We help them create a story. Now, $915, you pay for your products. You have a surplus of income beyond that. And now we just continue to duplicate that. We're going to teach those 3 how to teach their 3. So on and so forth. Now, are we going to stop at 3?
No.
Guys, once you've brought in your first person, you realize you can do 2. And once you've done 2, you realize you can do 3, so on and so forth. But I want to stick with this for just a second here. Just 3 get 3. Okay, let's hit the next slide. If 3 get 3, you now have 9 people that joined your business, right? Now, if we teach those 9 people how to get 3, how many people do we have? 27. If 27 get 3, we have 81. If 81 get 3, 243. Then 729. Then 2,187. Then 6,561. Now, I want you to understand, this is for illustration purposes. It's not going to work exactly like that. We all understand.
Yes.
Some people are going to share it with more than 3, some will share it with less, but it's going to work in some fashion. This. As we're out there teaching people to get started appropriately with a premium pack or bigger, and setting up that smart order of 60 points or more, look at what's happening in the background. 6,561 people at a $35 team commission is going to create 437 cycles. Comes out to $15,295. $15,295. How often do the smart orders go through?
Every month.
Every month. Guys, that's residual income. Now, my question is this. How many people would like to make more than that? You realize there's a function called Happy 10. If you go out and share it with 10 or more people that become customers or business builders that are doing over 1,000 in volume, you get a 28% pay increase. And instead of $35 per cycle, it's now $45 per cycle for the same amount of work. You're now getting paid $19,665 a month. Is that exciting? $19,665 a month. Is there anybody that could live on that?
In
Okay.
California, maybe.
I want to share something with you. I remember when Lori and I got our income to about $6,000 a month residual income. I remember giving Lori a hug and just holding her in my arms. And I felt like this 1,000-pound weight came off my shoulders. Because that was enough money to cover our bills. That was like freedom. The stress just came off. And I remember actually getting kind of emotional and telling Lori, this feeling that we're having right now, everybody needs to feel this. And that's what this business is all about. It's helping people get free. See, you take care of yourself, but then you go out and help others take care of themselves. And that's what this business is all about. I mean, yes, it was great creating residual income for us, but and I get even more excited when other people do that, when other people are having freedom. And I love when we were just in Monaco, where you were talking about having 1,000 people, to experience that. Can you imagine this whole room taking trips like that? Hundreds of people, thousands of people, and they create freedom. That's what this is all about. Now, this is based off a 60-point smart order. How many people maybe have more product than that coming in each month? Any of us? Okay. I would say that this 60-point smart order per household is probably more like 120, 150. You do the math. If it's 120, that's double. With the same numbers, you double those numbers. Isn't this exciting where this can go? Now, how many people realize that we're in the foundation of this company right now? Okay? Right place, right time. We just got to go to work. We got to go out and take action. Kimberly Starr and I were talking earlier because she wants to take it all the way to the top. And I remember when Lori and I came over, talked with Daniel Pico, and he shared the vision of what he's put together. We left a company that we were making almost $70,000 a month to come be part of what he was doing because of his vision of what he was doing. And he shared a few things with us, and it just made sense. And I was introduced to Mark Yule. And I asked Mark, how did you make the kind of income you made? And he started talking about massive action. You heard Kimberly talk about 50 people a day for a week. Mark told me to reach out to 250 people and have 20/20 vision. I just told Kimberly the same thing because we wanted to take it to another level. Well, then I called up Pauline Corbin, and guess what they said? They said the same thing. I'm like, must be something to this 20/20 vision. So I want to close with this, guys. I just showed you fundamentals. Can we all use great products?
Yes.
Can we all go share it with people? Can we all invite people to take a look at this business? You've heard lots of different techniques of how to do it. I would just be confident in what you're doing, invite people over to see what you're doing, and take charge. Okay? People want to be led. Be with confidence. Okay? Take that confidence. I went and got my hair cut this week, and at the barber shop that I went to, Corbin, we call it the barber shop. They give you a massage, right? And the gal, she took the chair and put it up, and I'm getting her massage, and she was doing my hair, and doing a head rub and all that. And I thought, man, the last time I was here, the gal asked if I wanted to do that, and she said, no, don't bother with it. It's okay, don't bother. Because she asked, I didn't want to bother with it. Well, that same gal brought a guy in next to me in a chair and asked him, and guess what he said? Don't bother with it. Now I'm sitting over there because my gal just took charge. She put me up, I'm getting a massage, and I'm thinking, man, that guy doesn't know what he's missing. He doesn't know what he's missing because he's just trying to be nice. You know how many people when you're contacting them, you got to take charge. You need to come over to my house and take a look at this. If you know friends that need to make extra income, you know people that need better quality health, don't take no as an answer. They need to come take a look at this. And we go out and share it with them, and we go out and create that story. We go out and get one person in, and we get our 3, we duplicate that. But if you want to grow a massive business, massive, how many people in here want to grow a massive business? Like you want to be 6-star, 7-star, or beyond. Everybody? Now, when Kimberly Starr talked about, I don't know if you heard what she said, but she's going to go out this week and reach out to at least 50 people a day for 5 days. Does that sound aggressive? Of course it is.
Can you do it?
I did it. If I can do it, can't Kimberly do it?
I can do it.
If you can do it, can't somebody else do it? Now, is everybody going to do it? No, not everybody's going to do it. Okay? I'm going to just tell you right now, not everybody's going to do it. But if your dream is big enough and you want it bad enough, you go out and make that list like Corbin talked about and expand that list, because 100 is good, but 250 is better. And then we go out and attack that list. Here's the beautiful thing. As you start reaching out to people, guess what? Some of them the timing's right, some of them the timing's not right. But if you're reaching out and doing the numbers, it doesn't matter because enough of them are going to be looking now. Does that make sense? Yeah. So by reaching out to 50 a day, I'm not talking about making phone calls every one of them. I'm talking about just making a connection. Send them a text. Hey, Corbin, how you doing? Hey, Mark, how you doing? Hey, Doug, how you doing? And you get them to respond. And then you move them into that next call. And you get them in front of the information. By doing that, by taking massive action, you're going to get a lot of people into the pipeline. A lot of people are going to get excited. Do you think you could get those 3 to 5 people in by the end of the month by doing that? Well, you're going to get a lot more than that. A lot more. Because you've got a lot of people in the pipeline. I know when we reached out to that many people in our first week, about 250, about 168 of them responded. 82 didn't even respond. Did I care about the 82? I didn't care. I didn't have time. I I've worked with the ones that wanted to go out and do it. If we're going to go out and build a massive company, all we got to do is take action. And I got to tell you, when Daniel shared with us what they were putting together, with the quality of these products, and people, when they use quality products, are they going to continue to use them?
Yep.
They'll be using them for the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years. If we go out and take massive action, we're going to build a legacy for ourselves, our families, for our teams. The timing's now. So if you're serious about this, I would take a call to action over the next 90 days. I challenge you, have 2020 vision, go out and expand that list from 100 to 250, and attempt to reach out to 50 people a day for the next 5 days. And guess what? Let's see what happens. So, thank you.
Hey, let's all say this real quick. We're gonna be rich. You ready? One more time. I love it. This compensation plan is so lucrative, but it rewards the people that go out and do the work. And we've got to go do the work. Everyone stand up real quick. Just everyone stand up. I'm seeing that noon salami sandwich slump. I don't know about you, but my tummy's gurgling from all that good food. So let's stretch to the left. Oh, stretch to the right. Don't bend over because you might have a salami slipper. I mean, doesn't mean leave. Nobody leave. We're getting ready to be action-packed. We're going to hear from my better half. I want Daniel to come up here and edify my wife. I can edify her. She's the most sexy, hot, smoking babe I've ever known in my life. But she just rolled her eyes at that one.